This is Justin Case of American Newscape, joining our friend and mentor, Joyce Rockwood, for some insight on how to choose a health coach. Greetings, Joyce. Welcome back to American Newscape.
It's always so much fun to be back. Thanks so much for having me again.
We couldn't do this without you, Joyce. Okay, right
Nor I
to it.
could without
Right,
you.
right to it. Oftentimes, people struggling with their health try to cut corners by trying to figure out solutions on their own. But this can be time consuming and often lead to unsatisfactory results. What are some valuable tips that you can share with our audience when it comes to knowing how to choose a proper health coach?
Yeah, I think this is a fabulous way to dive in today and support your listeners. I've been in the same shoes with having to choose a coach of my own because I'm always doing work where I'm, looking for a mentor perhaps or a business coach. There was a time in my life when I was moving from brick and mortar and was really looking to transform the way in which I worked with my clients and work on a larger global scale. And if you've seen interviews with us before and you're watching us, you know a little bit about me, and you know that I really do wholeheartedly believe that you have the ability to heal your body naturally from the inside out. And you also know that I believe that gut health and detoxification are the two most overlooked aspects of creating that and doing it successfully for more than just for the short term. But when you properly integrate these two things, what that typically looks like and feels like for my clients is aging in reverse. And because I often work with very busy parents and purpose-driven entrepreneurs, they don't really have the time, if they're at the top of their career, to start figuring out all of these pieces of their health on their own, because it can be truly time consuming, whether it's their digestion, improving poor sleep, or reversing their low energy. And so they tend to see the value in bringing in a professional who can help them get to the root cause of these issues. And in the long run, save time, a lot of energy, and focus on what's really important. So when it comes to choosing a health coach, I would share these tips with you. And I would take some notes
Okay.
because I think these tips are going to be really helpful. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I'm ready to take notes. I'm all over it. I'm on the
Ah,
notes. I have my paper and my pencil.
I didn't mean you, but if you want to
Oh,
take some notes, I'm not going to stop you.
okay. Well,
The first thing, if anything, I probably take some notes from you, but on this topic. But if anything, the first thing you want to focus on is choosing someone you feel in true alignment with. Philosophically, even energetically, you feel drawn to them. You feel like they have an energy and a vibe that resonates vitality, especially if you're talking about a health coach, of course. This is someone you're creating a partnership with, right? This is someone you want to be on the same plane with. So that would be my first tip. Okay. The second tip would be you want to work with someone who truly exemplifies the work that they tout and is really walking their walk and talking their talk, right? I mean, I used to, when I lived in New York City, and I'd be on my way to my first wellness center, Chakra 17, on 34th and 1st, if any New Yorkers are listening out there. And we'd go past the hospital, and I was always amazed at all the white lab coats outside of the hospital, standing in the morning before 9 a.m., before 8 a.m., mind you, smoking cigarettes and drinking soda. Now, these were our healthcare providers. Something wrong with that model right there, right? I mean, could you imagine walking into my office and I'm sitting there drinking a soda and potentially smoking a cigarette on my break? I don't take breaks because I have enough energy to last me throughout the day, but just saying. So, you also want to make sure that you do some research on the individual, right? What have they been through? What makes them an ideal fit for you with the work that they're doing and the work that you're seeking to do? You have anything you want to say on that? I felt like maybe you wanted to chime in.
well, being matching with the coaches to me is critical. Lots of times we're in a situation where we're not reaching the results that we want in whatever that is, in a work mentor, in an athletic coach, and sometimes it's not you. Coaches have to have the ability to communicate on our level. You need to speak to me so
Right.
I understand what you're saying. And you can't go to a coach and just shake your head pretending you understand what they're saying. You need to, harp on that coach to explain it to you till you understand it in your own mind. And then when you start to
Right.
implement it, you should see results. If you don't see results at that point, it's time to find a new coach. So that responsibility
Absolutely.
is shared. So
Absolutely. I
there
100% agree.
there I am on my soapbox again. I apologize.
Well, at least you're squeaky clean and hopefully at least 20 seconds when you're washing your hands. Okay, so credentials are important. And, what is their experience in their field like? What is their expertise in the area that you're struggling with personally, right? Have they worked through similar things? Do they have a heart for what it feels like to be in your shoes? Those are similar things that you might want to check in on. When I do a discovery call with my clients, I'm interviewing them to see if they're an ideal fit for me because I only invite them into one of my programs if I truly believe in my heart of hearts that I can help them with a solution to their problems. Most people come to me with some kind of a problem. They're looking for some kind of a solution, and they're looking to hire a coach who can help them with experiencing the results of their dreams. So those are the three components: problem, solution, results. So keep those in mind when you're looking for a health coach. And who have they helped before? Testimonials and results of other clients that they've worked with that might have either similar or your same struggles. Now, I'll say this. I get invited onto a lot of online shows and summits for things that most people don't think that someone specializing in digestive health might be called to speak on. For example, this coming month, I'm going to be speaking on elevated mindset for professionals. And the reason I get to speak on that topic is because there's a very strong connection to the gut and the brain, right? So we don't deny that gut brain axis and what it means to have a healthy gut that is, not completely inflamed and not loaded with a lot of pathogens, because if you listen to other segments we've done, we've talked about how that serotonin is produced in the gut. So when you're doing a discovery call with a coach, you might want to get a little bit of information. They should be fueling you and feeding your cup with at least one piece of information that relates to your health struggle that lets you come away from that call, even if you don't enroll with them, feeling a little bit more empowered, right? So hopefully they're generous. And then, what kind of programs do they offer, of like getting down to the nuts and the bolts of things? And are the types of programs that they're offering going to suit your style, your lifestyle, your busy schedule? Are they going to have accountability? This is one of the biggest issues that people hire a coach for. A lot of times people know what to do. They're just not doing it, and they need the accountability. They want to have the force and the strength of someone that is going to hold them to their vision. And the other piece of this that I'll say is often unspoken. When I do my discovery calls with my clients, I ask them that question after I get through their vision. It's like, what are the obstacles that are keeping you from experiencing this now? And what are the obstacles that are going to keep you from experiencing the vision you just shared with me in the future? And one of the things that some people say, but not all, but they come to realize, is themselves. It's not always the finances, even though for some it is. And if we can get out of our own way and shift our belief system that we are built for more, that we are designed not to be on this planet to suffer, then we know that we are ready and willing and able to show up and take responsibility for our health and experience those results. And how does the coach guide their clients? How do they support them? Do they have a Facebook group where you can have access to them at any time? Are you going to be a private client of theirs? And if so, is it phone access? Is it video conferencing? Is it text messaging? I offer a variety of different programs with a variety of different access points. And I'm sure we can find something that fits for you if you feel that, what I'm talking about today resonates. And what's their availability? Like when I work with a client in my 30-day VIP detox program, they have access to me 30 days for that month with some breaks on the weekends. And I do that to create independence with my clients so that they feel a sense of reliability on themselves with the work that we're doing Monday through Friday. And then they can implement that over the weekend and even troubleshoot something unexpected that might come up in that moment. My goal is to create leaders, not followers, right? And then I would also say, ask them what kind of resources they provide in the program that they're offering. I offer a multitude of different things because people learn in a variety of ways. Some people learn really well visually, so I offer video sequencing. Some people learn incredibly well through just listening, so I offer audio bundles. Some people learn really well through texting and feel really comfortable having that accessibility to me at any given moment. So think about those as modalities and tools and avenues for yourself, and know how you learn best, right? Know yourself well enough to know what works best for you before you make the call. And ask the coach, because I ask this question of my potential clients too in reverse. Ask the coach what makes them the perfect coach for you. I think that's a beautiful question. That allows them to say, this is how I can help you. This is what I provide. And this is what I see for you when you show up ready and willing and you follow through on the steps. Not every coach offers things that I would perceive as long-term solutions, but you want to work with someone who does. And if you believe they do, then ask them what makes them the perfect fit for you. Okay. And then, I will just say, if you have any questions, first of all, feel free to comment below. And I also offer a free discovery call. So hopefully after you feel like you've connected with a coach just by, going through their website online, or maybe you saw something that they did on Instagram, or maybe they offered a free training that you were part of. If you really feel a connection, if you really feel that this is an individual who is qualified to help you with your personal health struggles, then ideally they offer you a no-cost call so that you can dive a little deeper and get connected on a personal level, and then see what it is that they can provide for you that could be the answer to your dreams and the answer to your struggles.
Wow.
So those are some of my tips.
Well, a couple things. What I ask for in a coach has to be a remarkable communicator. And they have to be able to listen. They have to be able to listen to what we're saying. They have to communicate to us what they're trying to inspire us to do. And the other thing is, like dirty laundry, I don't want my coach, I want some confidentiality in the conversations that I have with my coach. And there are just, sadly, there's people out there that you can't depend on. So I think those are fair questions too. And if you are checking references, if they're kind enough to share references with you, those would be some of the questions that I would ask. And I cannot recommend Joyce high enough because she has a remarkable communication skill. The thing you'll notice about all great coaches, even in athletics or whatever, is they talk and talk and talk and talk. And they have to. They have to. That's part of that connection process. And do you have any final thoughts today, Joyce?
Yeah, actually, a couple. Thank you for bringing those things up. When I'm on a discovery call with a client or potential client, I actually don't talk very much at all. And that was a learning for me. And the reason for that is because it's the client's or the potential client's opportunity to really share what's going on with them. And listening allows me to have a lot more information. And at some point, yeah, to, like I say, pour into their cup. And then I also want to say that I think it's really important that the person that you choose to work with is always doing something to raise the bar on their skills. And that's something that I'm dedicated to. During this time of quarantine and the pandemic, I took the time to do a new certification and become an essential oil specialist. I have mentors and business coaches surrounding me at all times. I'm in a variety of entrepreneur groups that are supporting me when I have questions about something that I'm working on a new program and want to make it the best I can possibly make it and make it the most valuable. I have a coach that helps me speak from stage. So, these are all things that I do to always be working on myself. And if I'm going to be mentoring other business partners, whether that be in my doTERRA business or just supporting my clients with where they're at, then I want to make sure that I am able to really listen, show up and listen, and serve them where they are most comfortable and actually over deliver, My goal when I work with anyone in any one of my programs, whether that's group with corporate or individuals, parents, professionals, entrepreneurs, artists, entertainers, athletes, no matter what that is, my goal at the end of our working relationship, and it typically goes on even after the fact, but at the end of a specific program per se, I have a series of questions that I ask them in a forum, and I want to know, did you experience what you expected to? Was there anything that was missing? And did you feel that the program over delivered? And if not, please let me know how I could support you best moving forward. Those are key questions that you can get, really valuable information from your clients so that you can improve constantly and tweak your program so that they really do deliver in a capacity that allows the client to want to share their experience with the world. So in closing, I'll just say this, teaching you how to nourish your body, detoxify, and rejuvenate is what I do. But truly, when you get to the bottom essence and the bare essence of it all, helping you to experience a life of freedom so you can really make the biggest difference in the lives of others is what I do. Thanks for this opportunity to share more.
Wow. This has been Justin Case and Joyce Rockwood sharing some insight into how to choose a health coach and a few of the whys. Thanks for joining us. Remember, free gifts, additional information, and links are provided in this video's Read More. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel to stay connected. Please connect with Joyce and the links below so you can learn some new healthy suggestions and how not to go bananas.